This is a move no one saw coming. Not from Ankara, not from Moscow, and certainly not from NATO country that once defied Washington openly. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, he has made a quiet but explosive request. You're watching TimesXP. My name is Recep. A request we are talking about here that is aimed not at Brussels, not at NATO, but straight at the Kremlin. Take them back. Yes, Turkey wants to return Russia's S-400 missile system, the very weapons that shattered Ankara's ties with the United States. The very deal that got Turkey kicked out of the F-35 fighter jet program. The very reason the US sanctions slammed into Turkey's defense industry. And Erdogan didn't send a diplomat. He didn't float a trial balloon. He asked Vladimir Putin himself. Can you picture the scenario here? Turkmenistan, a closed-door meeting, two strong men, no cameras, no scripts. According to resources, Erdogan raised the S-400 issue directly with Putin, asking Russia to take the missile back. The Kremlin denies it, but multiple sources say that the conversation really happened. And here's the real twist. Turkey does not just want to return the missile, it wants its money back. But you know why now? Why this dramatic U-turn? Because Ankara is chasing something far bigger than a missile. It wants Washington back. It wants sanctions lifted. It wants access to Western military technology restored. And above all, it wants F-35, America's most advanced fighter jet. The jet Turkey was once helping to build before it was shown the door. Now let's rewind for a second here. Years ago, Turkey made a bold choice. It bought the Russian S-400 air defense system despite loud warnings from the US and NATO. Washington said Russian systems and NATO jets, they don't mix. Sensitive data could leak to Moscow. This crosses a red line. Turkey went one step ahead anyway. The fallout was blunt, expelled from the F-35 program, hit with the US sanctions, defense cooperation frozen, trust shattered. Here's the irony. According to reports, Turkey never even activated the S-400s. They have been sitting idle, stored, unused. Billions spent, zero protection gained. In fact, maximum political damage. And now Ankara seems to be asking itself just one question. Was it worth it? Then enters none other than US President Mr. Donald Trump. Pressure has been quietly building. The S-400 issue came up again when Erdogan met Trump in Washington. And Trump's closest ally, Ambassador Tom Barrack, he dropped a big hint. He said Turkey is now closer to giving them up. He suggests that dispute could be resolved within 4 to 6 months. Basically, here's the translation. A deal is being prepared. Now let me tell you what's on the table here. Sources say that Turkey is exploring creative ideas, return S-400, get a partial or full refund, adjust payment through Russian oil and gas deals, reset defense ties with the US, re-enter the F-35 ecosystem and end the sanctions on Turkey's defense sector. In fact, one Turkish diplomat reportedly believes that sanctions could be lifted next year. Now for Ankara, the math is very simple. Lose missiles, gain America, but this is a high-stakes game. Russia does not like giving refunds, the world knows it. Moscow won't be really thrilled about a NATO nation walking back a landmark arms deal. This isn't just hardware, it is prestige, influence and geopolitics. If Russia agrees, it signals flexibility, but if Russia refuses, Turkey is stuck in the middle again.